Oh yeah.
Welcome to the channel. Today I'm here with Gabe Baruzzi and we're going to be designing a collection. This is the first video of the series and I decided what better place to do it than Yosemite National Park. And I'm hosted here with my old roommate Gabe, and Gabe actually started doing content creation a little while back and now he's created a pretty good following for himself in the lifestyle and nature and health field. So today I'm hosted by Gabe Baruzzi and we're gonna be designing a collection. I'm gonna get you some materials.
Alrighty.
And without further ado, we're gonna start designing. Before I start designing, I always like to have a inspiration or sort of designs that I'm thinking of. So is there anything that comes to mind right now?
Recently I've been rocking with like long shorts that like drop down to like the shin area. A windbreaker is cool. I've been doing a lot of traveling this summer and I always like to take a little windbreaker. Those two speak to me. I think bandana sounds really cool. Also thinking like flowy kind of pants for the summer. Yeah, off the top of my mind, that's what speaks to me right now.
Okay, so those are a few pieces that you were thinking of. How about a sort of like idea or direction you're thinking for the design, a season maybe that inspires you, a feeling, something you saw?
Okay. I mean, being here in Yosemite has been super, super special. So
Yeah.
I would say something to do with nature, specifically Yosemite, woods, summertime kind of feeling. Like clothes that's breathable, but at the same time, you know, stylish and you can put on for a cool hike or anything. Yeah.
And Gabe, tell me a little bit more about you. Tell me a little bit about your background, a little bit more about your content creation.
Okay, let's see. So I'm Gabe. I am 20 years old. I live in San Francisco. I go to school currently. My background is I have Spanish and Italian parents, and I grew up and was raised in the Bay Area. Yeah, I'm studying environmental technology, two things that I've been pretty passionate about, and I've been learning a lot. And in terms of content creation, I started creating content about a year ago. I've always loved to take photos. I took photography in high school. I've always loved to capture moments. If you look at my phone, I probably have over 60,000 photos right now, just in my camera roll. And I've always loved recording, so I just started picking up camera, vlogging my life, and I started content creation, I would say officially a little less than a year now. It's been an interesting journey. I've learned a lot more about myself, but I've been very passionate about sharing what I have to offer for the world. And yeah, I've been very happy and very thankful for the position that I'm in. I've been able to do things that I love.
And Gabe, what's one thing that you're currently working on or working towards?
Something that I've been trying to do is integrate myself more with brands and understanding the more business side of social media. Now it's been a lot of creation and understanding how I can integrate myself for opportunities there. And then the other thing would be definitely YouTube. I've been shooting a lot of YouTube content, including this trip, and yeah, I want to start making a presence on YouTube, making more long-form content.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start designing our first piece.
Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah? Which one do you want to do first? Because we have a few ideas written down here.
Yeah.
Is there one that you're feeling called towards? Shorts. Long shorts.
Long shorts.
Okay. So what I like to do is sort of sketch a diagram, and then I'm going to pass it to you, and then you can sketch on top of the diagram.
Oh, I like that.
So let me sketch out a simple, basic short, and then you can just go crazy on the design.
But
While I design this, do you mind sharing kind of the vision or where you see yourself in maybe 5-10 years?
I struggle with that question just because there's so much uncertainty in life, but looking at it from this perspective, keeping in mind that could always change, I really want to, within the next 5, maybe 10 years, is really see a lot of the world. I want to experience traveling. I want to experience the cultures that I've been to. I dream of living in Spain and Italy for some time after graduation. I don't want to tie myself down too much. I don't want to live in the same city. I want to get out. I want to explore. I want to learn more about myself. And I want to learn more about the gifts that I have to offer to the world so I can fulfill a sort of destiny, I think you could put it as. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a sketch of this. I didn't add pockets or anything, but okay. You tell me pen or pencil.
Let's do pencil.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, as you draw, I have one more question for you.
Let's see if I can multitask.
You don't have to answer it, but who are some like your role models or people you look up to, maybe in the content creation space, music, people that you just inspire you in a sense?
I don't know if I have like an answer relating to like a specific industry right now. There's definitely people that are out there that I think are really cool, but I would say more of my role models are like people that are like in my life, like family, and like that give me core values. Ultimately, I'm trying to become like a unique version of myself, and not like other people. So I think there's some cool content creators out there. Mm-hmm. There's this one Italian guy. His name's like Alessio Pierucci. He's really cool. He lives a very, like out there lifestyle. But honestly, I'm just trying to like be myself. Okay. But if I would have to say a family member, it would have to be my dad for sure. Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Sweet.
Let's see what I can do here.
Yeah, let's see what you can do. And if you want, you can add a pocket. I didn't add a pocket.
On the back?
No. You can always add a pocket in the back, 1 or 2.
Okay.
And then also, I'm curious, like, sort of, maybe what fashion inspires you right now?
Fashion. I think a lot of like hiking, like gorpcore type of stuff. Yeah. I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
Just because being able to express yourself while you're out in nature, which is one of my favorite things, I have to say that. Mm-hmm. Also, it's really hard to do both things.
Go for it.
Let's see.
So the first piece we're designing, a lot of people, I'll just talk for a little bit. A lot of people kind of ask how my process is. So I'm kind of unveiling the curtain, designing a collection whilst also still having a conversation and showing my process, but in a more collaborative sense. So that's why we have Gabe here. And I sort of want it to be super raw and authentic. Wherever we decide as a collective to take it, we'll take it there and just show that process, because art is almost a fluid process where so many factors can play a role. How we feel that day, what we do in the morning, every single little factor plays a role into the end product of our collection. And like, we've been in nature these past 2 days and just having good conversations. So it's really nice to have all of that in our minds and how all of those little things can affect something that we're designing right now, which is very heavily influenced by, I would say, probably Yosemite because of all of those things. And now we're in the middle of Yosemite, looking at what a wonderful view of the valley and all of this that is such a high vantage point, taking inspiration from even what we're looking at right here to make a collection from scratch. So right now we're working on the shorts, and Gabe, if you need any help, I'm totally here to help you.
I got some stuff going on. Let's see what you think.
But the whole idea behind this is just to show like the raw side of creating, whilst also being with cool, collaborative, artistic people. And
yeah. Okay, this is what I have right now.
See it.
So, on the back pocket, I think it would be super cool to add some sort of a tree. I think keeping overall the shorts not too hectic, but adding that cool graphic piece, I think that could be a standout part. I think for the body of the shorts, I think it would be cool if it was, I don't know exactly what type of green. Maybe you could help me out with that, but I don't want a dark forest green. I was thinking like, how do you even call it?
Moss.
Yeah, like a moss green.
Let's do this moss.
Like a moss green.
I'll take a photo of this moss and write that down.
Okay, let's do a moss green, and then I don't know. I think a cool
Are
idea
these cargo?
would be. No.
What are these? What are these?
Oh, on the side. I was thinking like the side view of the pants. There could be some sort of like a band, or like a tan band.
Oh, like a cool shape.
Yeah, exactly. Like
just to
just
make
like
it
right
stick
here.
out.
Yeah.
What if it was like a pocket, but like the shape of a water bottle? So it's like if you don't know what's there, it just looks like a tan, but it actually has a little utility where you can slide something.
I don't mind that idea.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
that's cool.
And that's tan on moss.
Yeah, I think tan on moss, that could be a cool combo.
And then on the back,
That's the pocket with the tree
pocket
on
with
it.
the tree.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah, this is fire.
Okay.
I think taking this to life and showing that I'm gonna take all these designs at the end and bring them to life and show them to Gabe. But I really like this concept so far. Very Yosemite inspired. Is there a material you were thinking?
I was thinking maybe like an athletic short material. I don't know.
Athletic short, yeah.
Yeah, like
mesh?
no,
or
not
more
mesh.
like this.
Yeah, maybe something more like that, but not like nylon
Okay.
and thin.
We could do like a recycled polyester
Okay. Yeah.
type of deal.
I don't know exactly what it would be called, but
Something that you can sweat in kind of a little bit.
yes,
Okay.
yes. And like keeps its shape a little bit, but it's a little flowy, so like not too heavy for hiking and
Okay.
whatnot.
Bet. Bet. Done?
Don't stress me with that promo, please.
Bet. You like that
Yeah,
idea?
I do. I really like
Okay.
that idea. I think it'd be awesome.
Cool. First idea done.
Boom.
Let me ask you another question
Alrighty.
before we go into the next design. So, as a content creator myself,
Mm-hmm.
and someone who also makes content, how do you find a sort of balance between consuming and knowing what's relevant and staying up to date, whilst also posting content? Because I know a lot of people that I'm friends with, even not even content creators, struggle with finding a balance between living their real life, but also like staying up to date, talking with their friends,
Yeah.
seeing what's cool and that type of stuff.
Oh man, that's difficult, and I think that's a never-ending question. Like everything in life is a balance, and you're always trying to fix that balance. But for me personally, I would say there's times where I will admit I get so consumed into content and like whatever's trending and stuff, and it takes away all my creative abilities. I think the best approach is just feel it out for yourself. Go little by little, experiment, see what feels most like you when you're creating. What are you enjoying the most? Oftentimes, some of the best videos I've made and the videos that I've done the best is literally, I was in a moment, I'm like, oh, it would be cool if I recorded this. I put the phone down and I do it. I just show my authentic self.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think that's the game of it. We consume way too much, and it takes away, I think, from the joy of content creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like authenticity is very important in your
yeah.
content creation. How do you know when you're being authentic?
I know I'm being authentic when I think I'm cringe. Like,
Really?
sometimes I'll be talking to the camera, or like when I go back post taking the video and I'm editing, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. But sometimes you just know, like you're recording, I'm like, I'm being myself. I say these types of things in real life, and just because there's a camera in front of me doesn't mean I should, like act cool or like more like nonchalant or whatever. Like, just be yourself, express yourself. People are gonna hate for whatever reason. I still deal with it. I'm lucky to have really supportive friends like yourself. And yeah, just go for it. Just be the most authentic you can.
Wow.
Because that's what makes you stand out. If not, you're just a copy paste of everyone else doing trending things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Let's get into the second design.
Bets.
Okay. What do you want to? Is there one that you want to do next? We have some ideas. I could also throw out something.
Yeah, you throw me some.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like a canteen could be cool.
Okay.
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
awesome.
Bet. So like,
I need to get rid of my plastic water bottle.
the first thought is like, what, like a metal with like a mesh out exterior kind of thing.
Okay. Mesh exterior, what do you mean by that?
Like usually when you have a canteen, there's like a sleeve.
Okay.
Like you have the actual canteen and then you have a sleeve for it.
Okay.
Or were you just thinking like the shape or something?
Canteen,
like
do you
that?
mean like a water bottle or like a...
Well, there's so many different types of like water bottles we could take. I just was thinking like an accessory of some sort would be fun.
Okay. Oh shit. I just broke your pencil.
It's all right.
Why don't you sketch what you think the shape of it would be? Like of the canteen.
No. That was just an idea. That was
Okay.
just an idea. You could saw something out there too. You did say like a windbreaker.
Yeah.
That could be a good one to do second.
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's try that one.
All right, let's do
Yeah,
windbreaker.
let's try that.
I'll draw out a little shape.
Mm.
Do you like when the sleeves are like longer? Or do you like it where it's like the sleeve is like the same as this? Some people like when like the sleeves are a little bit longer where it's
too long.
cropped a little bit.
I think the crop or like having the strings where you can pull out to crop it.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that.
And the sleeves,
I like
I wouldn't say
strings.
too long. Yeah, just like sitting near the wrist or whatever. It's so beautiful.
It's a little rough, but we make do.
Yeah, I'll get the idea.
Like with a zipper kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you want the drawstring here as well as here, or just kind of here? I've also seen where they do like Velcro right here to make it tighter, which is pretty cool.
Okay.
We could do that?
Yeah.
I bet.
That's good.
How do you kind of get over the fear of being judged?
Ooh, fear of being judged. Like I said before, I have always been very careful with the friends that I pick, that I surround myself with. So I didn't face a lot of backlash when I first started content. Like all of my immediate friends were super supportive. It's like weird at first and you feel the unspoken judgment, but it's just part of it. And ultimately I just think of, if this is something that I want to do with my life, who are other people to like inflict on that? And if it's something I feel called to do, then I think I should take this step forward and do it. Even if judgment is going to be in the way, it'll always be worth it to keep going. I think so. And having amazing friends to talk about it with. Like, we probably go through similar things when it comes to content creation. So when we just pick up the phone, even if you're in Newport, and we can just talk about it, like it always helps. Or just my roommates or whoever it is, really. Having support systems.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, here's your template
Alrighty.
for the windbreaker.
I'm also kind of thinking making it somewhat cohesive, like you could wear these things together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We could do certain colors that go together.
Do you think I
as
should do
well.
similar colors or maybe make it a little different?
Do colors that are cohesive. It doesn't necessarily, like for example, like moss looks really good with like silver, for example,
Okay.
or like gray, for example, or black.
Yeah.
So we could do like a black windbreaker, something like that. Totally up to you though.
Yeah.
We could take a funky direction as well.
How about like I have been really liking that green color, but I don't know if it would be too much to add like green to. I think gray would be cool to make part of it, but I'm thinking of two colors maybe for the windbreaker.
What about black gray?
I don't
Really?
know. Black and gray over green and tan shorts.
What about tan? I have like a brown jacket that I really like actually.
How about like
Like a wood.
yeah, how about like a lighter color brown, like not too dark.
Okay. Let's try it.
Okay, let's try it.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
What's something you're looking forward to right now?
Just in general in life, I'm looking forward to, honestly, getting back into school, not necessarily because of the classes, but just being back, seeing friends from all over the world that are coming back, seeing my roommates, planning some day trips. My roommate just got a car, so hopefully we can do some sick day trips. Yeah, just honestly like living in the moment, just hanging out with friends and family.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Can I ask you another question, or?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
It's gonna be hard for me to
Alright.
think though.
I know like health's like really important to you. Why is it? Why is it very important to you?
Health is important to me because I think we're born with this body that needs to be nourished in a specific way. I personally want to be around if I'm lucky enough to live a long time and have kids, I want to be active. I want to be able to hang out with my kids, have an awesome time with them, and I just feel better. Like when I wake up and I decide to put good foods into my body and get along with my day, I feel better about myself. And yeah, honestly, it's a no-brainer for me. And I've been lucky to be raised up by a family, and especially a father who really cared about my nutrition. Fun fact, until I was 2 years old, I only ate homemade food from my dad that he would blend up, and even if we were on trips, he would take it in a cooler and feed that to me. So I think it stayed with me, and yeah, yes,
Sweet.
That's why.
Sweet.
What about like a silver and a greenish?
Yeah. Yeah, silver and moss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like the moss would match with the shorts.
In a sense, it's like that mountain right there. We're taking a
Yeah.
color scheme.
Look at that.
Or even this rock, where we're taking those elements and
Yeah, okay, let's do that.
that's cool.
Let's do
I'm with it.
All right, bet.
Silver and moss, that would go
think.
tough.
Trying to think how to incorporate this.
Yeah. I want to say something real quick while you draw.
Yeah.
But like, one of the ideas I've been like thinking about recently is like how when I was in art class as a kid, we're so taught like, or at least I was taught like to like art was like a girl thing. And like guys can't really do art. And that was like something that was always thrown on me. And like I stopped being creative for a long time. I don't know if that's something you experienced.
Yeah. And since I was a little kid, I loved art. I would take extracurricular ceramic classes, painting classes, carpentry classes in elementary school. And in a lot of them, besides carpentry, I would be like maybe the only boy.
Yeah.
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 But I always loved it so much.
Such an interesting concept. But I've just been like thinking about like a lot of people are probably like that and taught that art is like a girl thing. And I don't know, how have you, I know you like to draw and paint and do that stuff, but like how do you feel about those like gender norms?
I think it's such BS. And
Yeah.
I think there's just things that are written into society. There's expectations, and then people adopt them from a young age. Unfortunately, not everybody has supportive enough parents that will allow kids to just do whatever they want. And I think a lot of times in school we're conditioned and we're pushed away towards our creative side. We're taught to sit down in a class, we're taught to learn about math, science, all these main topics, which are very important. We need to understand them to understand the world and the context we're in. But at the same time, where's the emphasis on design, creativity, art? Those are the people that make inventions. Those are the people that make services and make people's lives better because they can create something. So I think it's complete BS. And I think what you're saying is very true, and I see it a lot as well. Yeah. I mean, like, for example, like a business leader, like that is a creative. It's someone who takes things and he puts them together. We're not taught how to do that in school. We're taught how to specialize in one thing.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I think also it's interesting that one of my first art teachers ever had favorites, and like if you weren't one of her favorites, like you would just be treated very poorly. And that pushed me far, far away from design for a while. And I think like the thing that really got me back into it was first like designing robots and like 3D design, and then that translating to like thinking I wanted to do engineering, but not really knowing that what I actually wanted to do was design and just like draw and create and take ideas that I have, because I have so many in my mind, and like conceptualize them into something tangible. It's like, I mean, this is a concept I talk about so often, where it's like, and I guess I don't talk about it on camera, but the idea of like, you have an idea in your mind, you're given that idea, you better go out and do that idea, because you're not going to get more ideas if you don't do that idea that's been given to you. And it's very important that, for me at least, like, I want to get a bunch of ideas, so I do the small ideas, and then I get huge ideas like for collections and that type of stuff. And like, even for example, creating this was an idea I had in my mind, and like seeing this currently live being put into fruition is like very cool, and it's very important. I don't know if there's someone out there, just if you get an idea, one, write it down. Make sure you write it down, because you're gonna forget that idea. I forget all my good ideas, so I always carry a journal with me. And second, go and do it. Sometimes it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very difficult, actually. It's almost always gonna be difficult. Sometimes it's easy, but it's almost always gonna be difficult. Even like setting up the camera, setting up the mic, finding the spot. It's always gonna sort of be difficult. But it's important you do it, because if not, you're not gonna get any other ideas given to you. Yeah. How's it going with the design?
It's going good, bro.
Yeah?
I got something, let me show you.
Yeah. It's cool to see someone else designing too, and like your process, how it differs from me. Because like my process like is very direct. Like if I don't have an idea, it's really hard for me to just like come with ideas on the spot, unless I'm just like forcing myself to do that. Most of the time, it's an idea I already have in my head, and it sort of like molds into a like a more formative, more like cohesive package thing. But it's always been in my head. Like these ideas, I feel like are like fresh, just straight off coming
this is
to
intuition,
Yosemite.
baby.
Yeah, exactly. So it's cool to see you work. Done?
Here's what I have right now.
Let's see it.
Let me explain it to you a little bit. So I'm thinking we like the color scheme of moss and gray. I think I kind of like an approach where it's kind of split a little bit, not necessarily in half, but the lower half of the jacket is the gray silver color, and then the top of the jacket and the sleeves is the moss color. And then I was thinking I had the idea of on the back in the center doing some sort of a minimal logo on it. Like nothing that's too out there, but at the same time,
even like text.
Yeah, or some sort of personality. And then I was thinking on the front of the jacket, like right here, maybe a little bit like something text related to your brand, or something related to Yosemite, or like even a message somewhere about exploring and getting outside.
Yeah.
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 What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah?
I don't even think I would change anything except maybe text instead of a minimal logo.
Okay.
Of like maybe a saying that we like, or an expression. I mean, one of the things that I like to think about too while I'm building a collection is like a collection name, or a collection like the theme obviously being like maybe outside, Yosemite, that type of stuff. But like something related to that could be cool for the design elements as well. Like I already see you obviously have the tree and the shorts, but like a collection name is always good to be thinking about, at least in the back of your head.
Okay.
And I know we've talked about off camera, like we love the idea of like creative kids, or like the creative kids. Like that's also like a concept we thought about.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Just idea.
Okay.
That came to me.
Yeah. I think those could look cool with the shorts, like both of them. Some cohesion, but also distinct.
Okay. I have a special gift for you.
Okay.
And you gotta tell the camera what this means to you.
No way.
They don't know about this.
I did not see this coming whatsoever. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a blueberry Belvita. And let me tell you about this blueberry Belvita and he got one too. We, in freshman year of college, right now we're practically juniors. So like 2 years ago, we lived in a dorm room together at the University of San Francisco. And we had a special affinity to these. And we have very special moments, which is one of my favorite that we share together, is what we called tea time. And tea time consisted of both of us in our tight little dorm room on our chairs. We warm up the tea kettle, it starts bubbling. Luke reaches into his drawer, he whips out a couple Belvitas. We put them a little bit into the tea or just have them alongside the tea, and we just hang out, we talk, we debrief the day. This means something. It's like these little objects that are just material, or just little thing of food. There's probably millions of them all around the globe, but every time I see a Belvita, I will always think about Luke and the time we shared there. We gotta make this a tradition. W mans, bro. Nice.
Surprise.
I needed this too. I was getting hungry.
Good. Good.
It's been so long since I had one of these. Wow.
I got a question for you.
No.
What made you want to get into content?
At first, I would say you're consuming content. You see people living a very idealistic life. You see people traveling around the world, making an income. The whole idea of like internet money. That's what first kind of spoke to me. And that was very shallow, but it showed me a little bit what's possible, what people are doing out there. And then I touched on it a little bit before. I've always had a passion for capturing moments, and I really hate the idea of specialization. I think that's what we're taught how to do, and I love components of being creative. I love to travel. I love to eat healthy. I love to think about creative scenes. I love to show my personality. All these little aspects that you would think people are specialized at, I love to combine them and put them into my persona of who I am. And I really just enjoy it. I tried it out a little bit. I was scared at first. I started getting better and better and better at it. And now, honestly, I couldn't imagine not doing it. Like, it's a really cool aspect of who I am, I think. I've met so many amazing people doing it. And yeah, hopefully we can keep taking it up. We're still early stages, but it's been great.
I have another question. What's worked well for you and what's not worked well for you?
Something in terms of like mindset and approach to content creation, or like specific pieces of content.
Like we all have our own definition of success.
Okay.
But like, what's a piece of content where you're like, oh, this was not successful, and what's a piece of content?
Okay.
And I say that in air quotes because I don't know what success is for you.
Yeah.
Like for some people, it's how many views it gets. For some people, it's how true is this to the vision I had.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean. I would say what a successful piece of content is for me is something that truly reflects who I am. Either if it's the message, the moment I'm trying to capture, and it's something the way that I want to do it and the way that I want to present myself. Something that hasn't worked for me is copying trends. A lot of people out there say, oh, you want to grow your account, just copy what other people do and make in your own way. Like, to a certain extent, yes, but a lot of times I've found that even when I'm in the middle of editing a video that is similar, like copy paste to someone else, especially at the beginning of when I was creating content, when I first started my account, I felt completely unfulfilled doing it. I'm like, what am I even doing? Like, I have a Google Doc full of original ideas that are very unique to me that a lot of people probably don't have or don't show online, and I'm trying to create things that other people are creating just because it had a high view count or a lot of likes or whatever it is. So to answer your question, it's trying to copy other people and not creating what I actually want to create and what feels realist to me. I think it's as simple as that. Like, when I create content I want to make, I'm in a state of play, I'm experimenting, I'm embodying creativity.
All right, let's get into next design. What are you thinking?
Okay.
Bandana? Or
Yeah,
flowy
bandana.
pink? Bandana?
I was just
Let's
thinking
do
that.
it. All right, this one's easy to sketch out. This one's gonna be harder for you to draw.
Okay.
We could also just do, this is gonna be harder for you to draw. So one of the things you can just be thinking about is sort of the color scheme and the design elements, and then I can take it from there because it's gonna be difficult for you to draw.
like all the
I'll be
geometry
honest.
and stuff.
I'll be honest. And you could just tell me, like, obviously we can pull out our phone or something and show Pinterest, pull up Pinterest photos or something like that. Like, there's a print called Paisley, which is the most popular for bananas, that type of stuff.
Alrighty. I'm definitely thinking this sort of theme. We think about trees, we think about maybe some animals that we saw, like elements. I think I'm just gonna start jotting down.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Or you gotta go?
Yeah.
Okay. Travel is very important to you as well.
Yes.
I've seen you gone to Japan. I've seen you go to all these state parks. I've seen you outside.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite places you've been to? And why?
In terms of like the nature that I saw, I think I have two different answers. I have one of just like purely what I saw and my reaction to that, and then another one which is a moment when I was in nature and like the people that made it special. So the first one I would say is this summer I went to Vietnam, and many people may know there's a very popular trail called the Ha Giang Loop where you go on motorbikes. You're in the north of Vietnam, almost in the border of China, and it's just rolling green hills and it's just beautiful. And I was there for 4 days, and not a single day I believed I was there. Seriously, I thought I was transcending and dreaming the entire time. I had never seen a scape like that. This is beautiful, of course, but I'm used to living in California, and I've seen this throughout a lot of my life. So when I was there, I felt like I was transported into a different dimension, and I still don't believe it, honestly.
Yeah, this is insane. I'm not... just like taking this in for
I know,
a second.
I forget it's there.
We've just been having such a good conversation.
I know.
Looking off to the distance, this also is like a dream. Like we're looking at this right now. Like
it's crazy.
It's not picking it up in camera. We're actually this is not no green screen. Like there's no green screen here. We're here. Like, not to be like, this is very unprofessional. I'm taking a photo of this. This is insane. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. This is nuts. Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Just a good conversation. We're designing. We're eating some Belvitas.
Bro, this is peak.
Yeah. It's fun.
And then the other one I wanted to tell you about is, you mentioned I went to Japan, and I've been twice. And when I went last summer, I went with one of my very close friends, Kaz. He's an amazing person. He brought me into his world. He showed me the local life, and we were on a beach in Shimoda, the prefecture of Shizuoka. I don't think I'm saying that right, Shizuoka, in Japan. And we were a little bit tipsy, I can't lie, but we were on the beach, a group of like 10, 20 of us, laying down, watching the sunrise. I saw the transition from the night sky with the stars into the sunrise, and I was just like, I could die right now. Like, I felt like I peaked in life. We went on a sunrise walk on the beach. We saw a fisherman at daybreak. I will remember that moment until the day I die. Seriously. Let me get back to this.
All right, I'm gonna let you get back to that, but I do have a question for you. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna ask myself the question while he does it. The question I had for Gabe was, what design is inspiring you right now? But I'll answer that because I feel like it's important that the audience knows what's inspiring my design currently. Obviously, like, I like to design during the season I'm in for the season I'm in. So a lot of the times, and a lot of things also relate to something I'm looking forward to. So sometimes it's like I'm planning like a trip to Europe, and I'm like, all right, I want to have like fits for that. Or like one of the examples is thinking about back to school and like the fits I would want to wear for back to school, and I start designing for that. So my answer is always shifting. But like specifically, I'm planning a trip to London, and like that's really inspiring me right now. I think Yosemite nature is like the biggest one right now. Like nature in general never goes out of style. Like this will be cool. This is cool now. This was cool 1,000 years ago. This is cool now. This will be cool in 1,000 years. I guarantee it. Like nature's only getting harder and harder to get to. Like nature used to consume the entire earth, and it's only getting harder to get to. So it will only become cooler and cooler. But stuff that's like practical, like boots and like tech pants, as well as like windbreakers, especially as we're going into the fall season. I'm thinking about like fits that I'm gonna be throwing on. In California specifically, it's almost always shorts and t-shirt weather. So being in fall and winter is really nice because you finally get to pull out the layers, go to the back of your closet, actually like style yourself. I think summer is so much hard. It's harder to style yourself because you're limited in what you can throw on, what pieces you can wear. But in wintertime, you get to pull out the layers and style yourself and have different textures, different elements. Obviously, I think I like summer a little bit more because it's harder. Like it's a challenge to throw in a fit during summer. But winter is obviously, you can get way more complex with the design. So all of that to say, what's been inspiring my design currently is nature, fall, winter, and travel in general, like Yosemite and London. Yeah, that's my answer.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's ever changing, right? Like
yeah.
Never stagnant.
Yeah, it's gonna be like I have trips planned for spring, summer next year, and like I'm already thinking about that as well. Where it's like, it kind of in fashion, it's a little weird. You kind of have to be thinking 6 to 12 months in advance because that's the timeline for how long it takes to put out a collection. A lot of people think like we can come up with the design and get it done in a week and put it out there. And like a lot of people don't understand. We actually have to like sew it. We have to place that bulk order. We have to like source materials and fabrics and take that actual like the design and make it a conceptual thing at a scale. So it's not as easy as a lot of people think. And that process takes a lot of time. There's also marketing campaigns that go into it. And like what people think takes a week or a few days actually takes months and months of labor.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about
You
this.
got it?
One.
All right, let's see it. Keep the pencil.
Okay.
Let's see it. Ooh, is this a map of a trail?
So you can read some of the elements down there. Maybe it would be better because you can see them. But the whole idea is to make something that's representative of Yosemite, but also show some of the things that we did personally. I want to show the specific trails that we did together. I want to show some like ping marks of locations we went to. You can see the tunnel view ping has a camera on it, which signifies this podcast. I want to show a cool river. I think it would look sick in a light blue color. And I'm thinking similar color scheme, honestly, for the bandana. Something green, something tan, something natural looking that represents nature. Yeah, kind of just like map, throw some pine cones, throw some trees in there to add to the aesthetic. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
I have no notes.
Oh!
No notes. And
nice.
the map is so clever for
Yeah,
a bandana.
wouldn't that be sick?
Never seen that before, and it's practical. Like we can whip it out and be like, oh, this trail's this way. They don't get it.
Yeah, they don't. But
Explain it.
Okay, after we do Mist Trail, we're walking back to the car. I see a group of, they're either British or Australian, 4 of them. They're walking in the opposite direction, literally into nowhere. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what hike they're doing. Like jokingly. We get back to the car, we open up the trunk, we're chilling down. And then randomly this guy comes up to us like, do you guys know where Mist Trail is? And I was like, oh yeah, bro, it's like 1 mile the other direction. And they were just lost. And as I'm trying to explain to them where it is, one of the guys in the group is like, all right, bro, I appreciate you. And he starts walking away. And then the rest of his friends are still there hanging out with me, like trying to understand because I wasn't done explaining. And then they just started clowning his friend. But yeah, they were a little lost.
So now it's just a meme. Anytime we go like the wrong direction or whatever, like, is this mistrail? Okay.
That's my favorite design so far.
Yeah, this is really good. It's crazy. All right, what do you want to do now? Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Bro, I finished them.
Your gas. What's something you like to cook?
Oh. Honestly, I'll give you two answers. I love giving two answers. I don't know why. My first answer is I'm someone I like to do things like pretty practically. I like to take time for specific things because they're worth the time. But at the same time, the majority of what I cook is I love making stir fries. And I love going to the grocery store. Stir fries, you can combine so many different ingredients. So you're like, oh, there's a bell pepper. Oh, there's an onion. Oh, rice? No, I'm going to do noodles today. Oh, I can pick all these different meats. And then you put it together and you make something completely new every single time, but you can kind of repeat the same formula. That's something I love doing.
What meat?
My favorite meat would have to be steak.
In that stir fry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chicken or steak?
Yeah. Oh,
No,
I have to choose?
Like, you're in an airport. You've never seen that meme? It's like chicken or steak, which one are you picking?
Steak.
Okay.
Yeah. But
second,
organic.
Yeah.
Grass-fed, grass-finished. Yeah, organic,
Larry
exactly.
June, shout out Larry June.
Larry June, big ups. Good job, Orange. Good job, Yosemite. The other answer is just anything that I associate with family, with my grandma. During Christmas time, we would make tortellini, handmade. It's just so special. So, you know, that's a lot of people's answers. Like anything that transports you back to family, or like when you were younger, cooking with your grandparents.
Yeah, can't beat that.
You can't. You literally can't. And
okay.
A lot of times it's, since I'm Italian, it's related to pasta.
I have a question for you. What's your favorite piece I've designed?
Ooh, your favorite piece? Did it have to become an actual product, or is it okay if it's still just in a file?
You could say the files.
Okay. I think
you know some of the unreleased stuff.
Yeah. You've made so many cool things, and I've seen so many things that you've designed, and you're always making different sorts of stuff, but I'm really biased towards the linen pants that you made. He made these sick, wide fit linen pants. He was inspired, I think, before you went to Greece.
Exactly.
And the bottom, it's like tan color, and then the linen, there's like a print. Is it of Greece, or?
It's a print style from Greece called Blue Spode. It's not of Greece, but it's the style from Greece.
And it's just like on the bottom of like the wide part of the pant, and it just looks sick.
Thank you.
Like,
thank you.
I would rock that any day.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
Yeah.
It's a good pick.
I remember the first time you showed me that, and I was like, bro.
Yeah.
These are sick.
All right, bet. Speaking of pants, you want to do the flowy pants?
Flowy pants? Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
This is our last one.
Okay.
You want to do one more?
We can?
Okay, let's do one more. Or we can do more.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Maybe like we can do this, and then we can do like an accessory.
Okay.
Like something smaller, like glasses or a hat or something like that. Oh man, holy.
Just gotta take a look.
It still looks as pretty as it did 30 minutes ago.
What is this? Ain't no way a podcast ever
Get a
been...
little leg stretch. Ugh.
Ain't no way a podcast ever been done over here. All right, I got a question for you. What do you think's in fashion-wise right now, and what do you think's out fashion-wise right now?
Bro, honestly, I don't know. Like...
Personally. Like for your own personal style.
Oh, for my own personal style.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been loving pastel colors like this.
Okay.
I've been loving the blue and brown combination. I've been getting like a little funkier with my taste in clothes. Like spicing it up, putting like some cool random patterns and prints. Honestly, dude, I just see what's in my wardrobe and I just start experimenting and putting things together. But I have been really liking, especially because it's summer, like the beachy, the pastel, they're relaxed, effortless looking. That's what I've been liking.
What's out?
What's out? I hate super dark, grungy outfits. I used to wear those sometimes. I think they can look great, of course. But I haven't worn that in a very long time. I've noticed just the other day. So that's out for me. Like all black fits or super baggy cargos. I don't like wearing cargos anymore, really. Yeah.
Bet.
Flowy pants, okay. Can I make these, I don't know, what do you think of these three colors? It's speaking to me. It's like moss, tan, and orange details.
Okay.
I think those
Orange
could
is
look
my
good.
least favorite color.
Okay.
But detail's fine.
Okay. Let's think. We'll see.
What's your favorite color and least favorite color?
My favorite color is blue 100%.
Why?
I've always gravitated towards it. Also, it is my mom's favorite color, so maybe I got it from there. But everything blue I love. And something about blue is I love every single shade of blue. Like some colors, like I like specific shades of green, but maybe not other shades of green. Every shade of blue you throw me, I will love. And it's been like that forever. Least favorite? It's kind of hard. I don't know if I have a least favorite color. I will say I don't really wear red at all.
Okay.
That's something I've noticed. Let's see what I can do here.
My current favorite color is also blue.
No.
It's almost always been blue, actually. And obviously it changed season to season, but almost always exclusively blue. But my answer is very different from yours. My answer is because, well, obviously, number one, the ocean. 100%. Like, I have such an affinity to the ocean. It's crazy because I used to hate the ocean as well.
What?
Yeah. I don't think you know that, but
No.
I used to, so when I was a kid, we did like a surf camp and I was kind of forced to be there. And I had a really bad experience where I was stuck under the water and I couldn't breathe for like a while.
Ooh.
And that really traumatized me. And then from that point out, I would just find any excuse to hate the beach. Like, oh, I hate not being able to shower, or getting in the car with sandy shorts, or for example, one of the biggest things would be like, I hate when my feet are wet and I have sand on them. Or like this car gets sandy. And I would just find excuses to hate it. All that to say, it's funny how it's come full circle to blue and like the ocean being one of my favorite places in the entire world. Me living on the ocean and now being my favorite color, I guess. But yeah, I guess all of that to say, number one, the ocean. That's why I love blue. But secondly, I think that like emotive quality of it, especially specifically with the shades, like blue can have so many different emotions tied to it. Like when you think of blue, sometimes, for example, like in Inside Out, they use blue to show sadness or grief. Blue can be used to show that, but blue can also be a very positive and uplifting color relating to so many different things, like water. It can be related to, I'm blanking, the sky.
Yeah, clear sky.
It can be related to so many different things. And I've been really loving incorporating that into my designs, and like that being my favorite color. Like I could speak on blue all the time and look at all different shades of blue, but even my wallpaper is blue. It's like the exact shade of blue that I love.
Oh, yeah.
My phone case is blue. Everything's blue. I also like think it's really cool talking about how like we see the world through lenses. And like that's sort of a lens I see the world through. And this is something I've never talked about like in depth before, but like when I go to Hawaii, I have like a filter on my lens. Like I see the world differently when I'm in Hawaii. Like the way my eyes look at stuff is completely different from the way my eyes look at stuff here in Yosemite. Is completely different from the way my eyes look at stuff in Newport Beach, California, is completely different from the lens I have in Tokyo, is completely different from the lens I have in Europe and Greece. And we all sort of have our own lenses through which we see the world. And like the way I see the world is basically through a blue lens. Like my eyes, and I guess it also relates to like, you see what you're looking for. And like my eyes gravitate towards blue. Like this is also a topic I'd love to talk about, but almost in a sense I could ramble on this. But like people who are negative, they're looking for negative things. That's why they think they have a negative life. If you look at things positively, you're gonna find positive things and you're going to live a positive life. I don't know if you want to speak on the lens through which you see the world.
Well, I want to say one thing about what you were just talking about. I think people get mad when people say this. They say happiness is a choice, but I completely think it is. I have complete like sentiment to everyone going through hardships and difficult moments in life. Like that's such a real thing, and I don't overlook that. But really, the things that you feed into your mind, into your subconscious, it will completely inform the lens that you approach the world with, and it will determine your mood. It will determine the way you carry yourself. It will determine your happiness whatsoever throughout this life. So really make sure you're putting positive things into your mind so you can give out positive things as well. Yeah. It's so true. You can always change your perspective.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah.
I might have notes.
Yeah, maybe.
I might have notes.
So right now, it's kind of simple what I have down, but I'm thinking...
Wait, before, I'm going to cut you off real quick.
Yeah.
No pocket?
Actually, let's put a pocket in the back.
And then the other thing is, how do you want this to be? Do you want it to be elastic? Do you want a drawstring like this? Do you want belt loops? Do you want
elastic.
A fly?
I put you see the long drawstrings that I put there?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Elastic with drawstring.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be
Sounds
very comfortable.
Good. Belt loops or no?
No.
Okay. Pocket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pocket in the back.
Add the pocket.
Just one, right?
Up to you. You can add 1 or 2. You can add 20.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. I got a question.
Yeah.
In or out chrome hearts, specifically patches being thrown everywhere, cross patches, in or out? No design?
On the back, no.
No pocket design?
Oh.
I'm just challenging you.
What did I put on there? Let's do no for now. Maybe we can build on it. All right. You can have a suggestion.
All right, explain your design.
Okay. I went for like pretty minimal. The bulk of the pant is gonna be like more balloon or like barrel shaped, and the bulk of it is gonna be like tan pant. I was thinking some kind of larger pockets that have a lot of space. I was thinking it could be cool to put some contrast to the inside of the pocket, make it that same moss color, and possibly the lining of the pocket to have like a little bit of orange to give some contrast. And I think those 3 colors could look good together. And some nice long drawstrings with the elastic band. And I don't think I have much more than that on right now. I was thinking the material either like very flowy linen, or maybe making it more like not workwear, but more like tactical. I don't know if you could help me with that material. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kind of
canvas.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. They're simple.
Yeah.
But that's what you're going for,
yeah,
right?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
I mean, maybe adding like a little logo would be cool somewhere. I didn't really think of that.
Maybe on the pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe something like that.
That could be cool.
Bet. All right. You want to do anything else? Little accessory action to wrap it up?
Let's do one more thing. Let's do an accessory.
I was thinking canteen, but you could...
Canteen bottle. Let's do that.
This. Okay.
I want to do a canteen bottle.
Okay. Do you want to draw it?
Similar to the one... Yeah, sure.
You
similar to the one you bought.
You draw it from scratch. Here's this, and then you can add a design pencil after.
Should I write on the top, canteen?
Yeah. As we start to wrap this up, I kind of want to just put like a bow in it. Is there any topics that we talked about or you kind of want to expand upon, or anything that's coming to you at the moment that you want to touch on, or anything we didn't cover?
Yeah, very generally speaking, we're on this we're on this earth for very little time, no matter what your religious perspective is. In this material world, we're here for so short. You don't know if your life could be taken away later today, tomorrow. You have no idea. So cherish everything that you have, be grateful for what you have, and strive for what you want. That's
Wow.
that's
Well
a bar,
put.
bro. Send me
Well
that.
put. Okay. Okay.
Seriously, like
Yeah.
live simply and live with purpose.
Okay. It kind of relates to like my final question for you, but I'm not gonna ask that yet.
Okay.
What you just said, so pocket that real quick.
But let's see. Not the best sketcher.
All right, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel when you put
Ooh. Sorry.
a good outfit on? I was gonna say
Ooh.
put TS on, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna swear in this.
Okay. I may have sworn already. Maybe not. When I put a
bleep
good
it out.
outfit on, I think it's a form of expression. Honestly, it's very interesting because the least important things in this world, I think, are material things.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think there can be so much self-expression and power through material. So when you put on an outfit that you feel confident in, it's looking cohesive, you're looking swaggy, you're going outside, and you just feel awesome. You feel great. It lifts your mood up. It doesn't matter if you're going to school, you're going to a coffee shop, you're going to a place like Yosemite. It's always a form of self-expression, and I think it says a lot about a person. You can look at a person, see what they're wearing, like, oh, maybe you have some ideas in your head about what they're like, what they're into. So ultimately, yeah, it's a form of self-expression, and I want to do it in a free way, and it feels great. I love fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. While you draw, I'm gonna touch up on something.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said this. I've never said it on camera too. A lot of these things are just like brand new things that I'm
Nice.
talking about on camera, because I still almost in a sense like question how to authentically create, and that almost in a sense holds me back because it's so difficult. How do you know when a piece of content is truly authentic? And like I think this is like a really good form of me finally finding sort of a lane where this is like exactly what I love to do: design, have these conversations, and like kind of merging those two while we're in nature in this crazy backdrop. But what I always love to say, all of that to say this, I think what you wear is outwardly is a way we can express how we feel inwardly. So like, for example, a goth girl inwardly feels a certain way, and outwardly she's expressing that. And like that's the most extreme form of how we can express ourselves outwardly. And like obviously fashion is not the most important thing in the world. I think there are way more important things than fashion. It's just something that I enjoy and I have enjoyed from a young age, and it's really cool how I can express myself. For example, we're in nature. I'm throwing on some boots and some like tech pants and Troubles tee that I designed. Come on now. But if I was in like OC, or if I was back home, I wouldn't be wearing this. Or like in Southern California, I'd be wearing shorts and a t-shirt. If I was in even like not even like related to location, but just like mood, like I'm in an outdoorsy mood, so this is an outdoorsy fit. If I'm like in a happy mood, I'm probably gonna wear like some swim trunks and go to the pool. If I'm in like a sad mood, I'm throwing on like a baggy hoodie and some sweats, and I'm gonna go buy a tub of ice cream. It's just a way we can like express ourselves, how we feel inwardly. And like I've always said that.
It's awesome.
Yeah. How's the canteen looking?
It's going.
Is that a sun?
No, that's like logo in the middle or something.
A sun could be crazy.
Oh.
I know you really like Broken Planet. That's a brand that's always been on my radar too. But they have a sun logo that's like so crazy. I gotta give them props for that. Have you seen it? Have you
I
seen
think
it?
so, like on their hoodies and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I love that logo. Big ups to them.
You know what? I'm making a sun just because you said that. And I love the sun so much.
See, it's so cool how like on the
Boom.
fly we can just like be inspired, and every little detail that we go through can be turned into like art and expression. And like this is like true art, and it's crazy like how we've gotten so far away from like art. Like if you look at like the true expression of art, if you look at like modern art compared to like art 1,000 years ago.
Oh, man.
Are you kidding me? Banana taped to a wall, that's our modern art expression. But like thousands of years ago, they would have like Michelangelo sculptures, the Venetian paintings on the roof. This would be like their life craft. They would spend like hundreds of years just on, or like they would dedicate their entire life to like one piece, and like that would be their life's work.
You know what's crazy? I saw Monet at what's the one in the Golden Gate Park? The museum. Oh my god.
Palace of Fine Arts?
No. The museum. The big black building in the middle of the museum. Oh my god, it'll come to me. But I saw Monet there, and I went to his exhibit, and it shocked me because you're talking about the amount of dedication and time to the craft. I saw next to each other 3 paintings that looked identical. And I'm like, are these supposed to be here? I'm confused. I get closer and I take a look, and the most minute details are changed. And I'm like, wow, Monet really pulled up in the plaza in Venice, set down his canvas, painted a whole thing, was like, I want to change a little detail. Got a new canvas, and then took another weeks or months, I don't know how long it takes him to paint those things, and just changed that one little thing. And I'm like, that is just crazy. And I have so much respect for that. It's just absurd.
Yeah.
The mastery, attention to detail is beautiful.
Yeah. It's funny. He actually has a series, like one of my favorite ones.
Oh, De Young, bro. Sorry.
De Young.
De Young Museum.
De Young. He has this one series. It's my favorite painting of all time. One of my favorite paintings of all time is Cathedral. And it's just a set of 20 of the same painting in all different colors.
Yeah.
And he painted it 20 times.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? It's so sick. And like are you done with that?
Yes.
Okay, bet. One last thing before I show it. A conversation I had recently with the homie Oleg was, we talked about how like the Japanese culture is one that we really resonate with because they care not so much about making it the biggest in the world, but more so making it the best in their own specific eyes, in their own specific lens, another concept we talked about. And like that looks like dedicating their life to their craft and making it like, they'll literally have an udon stand and they'll spend 10 years making it every single day and fixing little things to make it perfect in their own eyes. And it's perfect in their own eyes. Yeah. It's like crazy. And like that has so shifted so far away in modern days. It's crazy.
We want everything to be faster, be able to make it in bulk. We take away the character and the beauty behind things. It reminds me, like, you look at modern architecture and homes and it's flat lines, it's cost effective. You look at, for example, a light post from the medieval times and or you're in Europe somewhere, it's the most intricate thing ever. And you can't believe someone dedicated their life to making this lamppost.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyways,
that's it.
Is what I have for now.
Last piece.
So I'm thinking of, we're doing a classic stainless steel canteen. In the center, we're gonna do like a sun. I think it's a great idea that you brought up. I think it would be super cool to have a river or something leading to the sun. Maybe symbolizing something more philosophical, like a journey or road until the end. On the top, I think a light wood cap would be sick.
The battery got exhausted on the main camera, so we switched to the iPhone camera real quick, but we're wrapping it up. Gabe, you want to finish?
Yeah, let's get back into it. So as I was saying, we got the canteen, we got the sun in the middle, representing energy, life. We have a river going towards it, meandering into the center. I think the top go like a nice classic wood cap to show kind of like that greenery, the natural. I think on the bottom it could be a cool thing, even if you don't see it when the bottle's standing, but adding a globe on the bottom of the canteen and some sort of text somewhere that talks about like sustainability or like sustainably sourced. And I was either thinking like a screw-on like classic, and I had a crazy shot. I don't even know if that's a thing, but you know, like the things they use to close jars, kind of like those like metal kind of bands that you pull down and it
like,
shuts it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that on top of a water bottle could be crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of thinking outside the box.
Sick.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Thank you, Gabe,
Thank you
for
having
coming.
me, bro.
That was beautiful.
This is one of my, like, seriously, like one of my favorite experiences I've ever had.
Let's
This
go.
is awesome.
And I'm gonna present the collection to you soon.
I'm very excited for that.
Cool.
Vamos.
That's how it's done.
Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.